the list of drugs that I'm pretty sure my mother gave me illegally. So, during the overdose at age 7, I lost the ability to see. I lost the ability to use my nervous system. I never got my nervous system fully back to normal. I couldn't talk. My whole mouth went like numb. My tongue didn't work. So I was saying it would be an opiate. Closest thing I've experienced in other people or myself is with opiates. I've seen some ODs from my own eyes. I've had a Narcan some other people. I've worked with lots of addicts. I tried to run my own little mini shelter at one time. I even got a prostitute sober, clean, back with her own family. She no longer with her abusive, boyfriend putting her out, the prostitute. Now she's with the family, on the right track, no drugs. Well, I am going downhill, by the way, at that time. I got her getting better. Meanwhile, I'm getting downhill. But that's another story. So, yeah, that's when I was 20 something years old living in Lynn. I had murders outside my window. A guy got shot, and there was another time a girl dropped somebody else's gun out the window in front of a cop. You got a kid next door getting stabbed over drugs. Crazy shit. Anyways, back to the stuff my mother and father was drugging me with. So Epicac for sure, because my mother admitted it and she bragged about the extra Epicac. We're not just saying Epicac, we're talking about a full cup, because my mother bragged about this extra Epicac. She even told my sister, my brother-in-law, me, and my father right in front of all of us, yes, so what, I gave you extra Epicac as a punishment. So what? And then I asked, do you guys not see that there's a problem with giving a child extra medicine as a punishment? Which my father said, there's no problem with that. And everybody else realized, yeah, this is real bad. My mother and father think it's okay to drug me. And this was one example. I ate a mushroom, what usually needs in the old days, it's illegal now, but back in the old days you would measure out a certain dose of Epicac, like mix it with water or give it straight to your child, and then they would vomit. But my mother thought it was a good idea to give me a full bottle of Epicac because the extra Epicac would be a good punishment to my mother. This was what my mother said. She said that giving a full bottle, and I watched her fill up the whole bottle. The whole bottle went in the cup, the full bottle. She even told me that this is extra. This is I'm giving you a full cup because you repeated what somebody said. She said, because you want to kill yourself. I never wanted to kill myself. I told her that I did not want to kill myself. But my nephew misunderstood the situation because he was 3 years younger than me. And I'm repeating something my older brother said to me when I tried to eat the mushroom. I tried to eat the mushroom the week prior, and somebody said, what are you trying to do, commit suicide? I didn't know what that word meant. So when my nephew saw me eat the mushroom, he asked what I was doing. I said I didn't know. He asked again, I guess I'm just eating, I don't know. And I said, oh yeah, it's called suicide, which he ran inside, told my mother. Now she understood that word, so then she called me and asked me. I said, no, I don't know what that means. Then she goes, are you trying to kill yourself? I say, oh, no, 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 that's not what I'm trying to do. What are you, crazy? No. And then she goes over to my nephew, and my nephew repeats the suicide thing, and then she gets more worked up. So then she tries to give me Epicac. Well, that's okay, but then she takes the whole bottle and wants to give me extra. Then she goes around telling everybody that the extra was a punishment because of the suicide thing, which really fucks me up because I don't know any of these concepts. All I know is that the mushroom was pretty and red and it looked yummy, and an adult said something the month prior and I'm repeating it, and that's it. But does that mean I have to have permanent damage to my esophagus and stomach for the rest of my life? I did not know that was legal. I did not know because I was 4 or 5 years old eating a mushroom or 6 years old, and I wanted to eat a mushroom, and then I repeated something an adult told me. I did not know that that meant I have to die early and have damage to my esophagus and my stomach. I did not know those two things were normal, because they're not. Only my fucking mother would think it's okay to give a fucking full bottle of motherfucking Epicac to a child because she doesn't understand what's going on, because she's a crazy, hysterical woman who overreacts and likes to turn little things into big things. So I ate a mushroom, repeated something that she didn't like, and instead of trying to take a deep breath and ask more questions, she decided the right decision would be that you give me a full bottle of Ipecac filled to the brim in a cup and tell everybody about this extra Ipecac as a punishment, that she thought this was a great idea to give extra medication as a punishment. And then when I talk about it, she admits it to the family, admits it to my sister, admits it in front of my father. This happened, but she thinks that this is okay. She thinks it's a so what moment. So what? What of it? That's what my mother said about that. Is that okay? That I have to have a permanent damage to my esophagus and stomach for the rest of my life? Because I didn't understand a concept and she's twisting my brain up? That's not right. And that's only the beginning. That's only two. That's only two druggings. We got a lot more to go, but we're going to stop here.